Arjen, how are you?
Here we are again.
Yes. Yeah, well, every time you put out a record, we have to talk anyway. So
We have to talk, yeah. No. Yeah, all good here, man. Yeah.
very good. How are the rehearsals for the 30 years anniversary show coming along?
Really good. We're playing once a month and uh the violin and the cello and the flute have joined the last rehearsal. So we had six rehearsals now. We're still gonna have four rehearsals. And yeah, I mean, it's the best band I could wish for. So they're amazing. So that's all going well.
That's good. You have the set list locked for those shows?
Oh, already 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the first thing I do. Which songs are we gonna do? So that's locked and secret, of course.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to ask what the set list is, but I'm sure there's going to be some surprises there for fans, probably.
The first set is going to be all surprises. The second set is going to be the obvious songs that people expect, I guess.
Yeah.
But the first set is going to be like the deep cuts. I'm looking forward to that most. People have no idea what we're going to play, and it will be scary too because it's the first time we play these songs live. So is it going to work? So yeah.
We'll see after the first show if they work.
Definitely, yeah. If they're all walking out, then there's something wrong. I picked the wrong tracks.
Yeah. And, you have Tommy on the going to be on those shows, Tommy Karavik. We talk about, I love his voice and, he's just an amazing singer. You don't have to tell me, but can you expect songs from the Theory of Everything?
That's a big possibility. If we have Tommy, and if we have Mike,
yeah,
then that could just happen.
Yeah, very good. Well, looking forward, you're going to record obviously some of the shows
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always nice. I try to get tickets, they sell out, and I'm like, I'll just wait for the Blu-ray or something because.
Okay, yeah. No, it's gonna happen. We have a new camera team this time, but the last two shows as always, we will film. So.
Yeah. It's, I'm a photographer. It's something I would love to do would be to photograph one day one of those Aryan shows because it must be an amazing experience to photograph that. I mean, it's always every time I see the Blu-rays and I'm like, damn, that would be such a great photo or something.
Yeah, well, do it, man. I can arrange photo pass for you.
Next time, the next year maybe if there's another show coming, I will think in advance of that and
Sure.
We'll try to take care of that. But let's talk about songs no one will hear. And
yes,
the obvious question is, why should we hear it?
I don't know, man. It's such shitty songs that no one will miss them.
Don't say that. You're lying.
Well, of course, it's a line from one of the songs on the album.
Yeah.
Where I was thinking, what am I going to do, when I would know that mankind only has 5 months to live? What am I going to do with my life? And I was thinking, I can't do anything. I can just write songs. That's all I can do, So I'll be probably sitting on the beach somewhere, writing songs that no one will hear.
Well, if you have your dog with you, if you have your wife,
the doggy will hear it, yeah, and of course Laurie will hear it, yeah.
Well, at least it's not too bad, and it will be something. I'm getting old, like everyone, and this morning I was just listening to the record, and I was thinking, what would I do if I knew there were only 5 months left? And I have no idea. I probably would just be somewhere in a countryside with an obstructed view, just nature, and sit there and watch. that's probably the thing I would like to do, because every day surrounded by cement, buildings,
I know. Yeah, yeah.
and probably something just nature related, that's probably what I would like to do, you know?
I can fully understand. I can fully understand. What I would do is, well, the album is about Sanctuary Island, and Sanctuary Island is the place where the asteroid will hit the Earth. I would go there. It's this beautiful island with a beautiful beach, and there's this big hippie commune. That's how I envision it. Just waiting for the asteroid. To like, come on. We have first row seats here. I would rather be there than, like you say, somewhere in the concrete where people will all be fighting and where there'll be lots of aggression, and maybe there would be a tsunami and you would
Yeah,
drown, or there would be starvation, or I would be there, and like you say, like a beautiful beach, with
yeah,
beautiful dunes, and let's make the best out of this
yeah,
5 months that we can, and end it as quickly as we
yeah.
can.
And the thing about, thinking of that, it's we had some trials and tests, like we had the pandemic, and we saw how a lot of people reacted on the first days. And like
Hmm.
we had a power outage, as you might have been aware, like Portugal and part of Spain for a whole day.
Hmm.
No
Right? Yeah,
electricity.
I know. Yeah.
And people just went freaking demented, like they were
I know.
shopping for everything. And I'm
Yep.
thinking, like, if we knew that the world was going to end, I could see these freaking maniacs running to shops to buy toilet paper, canned food.
It will be a total chaos, but money wouldn't mean anything anymore. Who
Yeah,
wants money? You know, no, nothing means anything anymore. If you're president of the United States, what the hell? I don't care. We got 5 months to live.
but the reaction people have when there's like sometimes an emergency or a more
Yeah,
complicated situation, we are freaking animals. It's unbelievable how we lose all respect, all notion. And listening to this record, I was like, that would probably be the best place to be, actually, that Sanctuary Island, because
yeah.
that wouldn't be the rest of the world.
No, no, it's totally true. It would be a terrible chaos.
Yeah,
You'd be happy in your home, but your home is not your home anymore at that point.
yeah,
The only thing is who's gonna be the one who knows how to survive is going to be the strongest, and it's no, it's not going to be pretty.
no. And, when you start writing, do you have the concept in mind? It started with the concept, or as you were writing the songs, the concept came along?
It's always starting with the music. And the thing was, I had a lot of ideas I gathered on my little phone, um, and I listened to them like, what concept fits these songs? And the songs were so extremely eclectic, like you hear on the album. There's very small songs, there's very big epic songs, there's very happy songs, there's very sad songs. So I needed a concept that would reflect that. So I've been thinking and thinking and thinking. And I thought, in that situation, where people knew they only had 5 months to live, everyone would react differently. I mean, people would party, people would want to commit suicide, people would don't want to know anything about it. People would, take the final holiday, or they would like contact the people that they haven't, they have been in a fight with or whatever. So everyone would react differently, which gives me a broad range of emotions,
Yeah.
uh, and a lot of ideas. I just kept on writing ideas, how people would react. Um, so yeah, the music came first, and once I had the concept, the lyrics were pretty fast too, because there were so many options to choose from.
Yeah. And, I was just thinking that, thinking about that concept, because it could make a great movie. The concept itself and the music that you wrote could make a great movie. but with a Stephen King twist in the end, where the
Well,
where the asteroid actually would miss the Earth by this,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
people in the end would hear those songs.
That's the good thing about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be good if something, that would maybe mean the end of wars, because there's also a song on the album called "Our Weary Soldier," which is about this soldier who is in some war somewhere, and he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna fight anymore. What the hell? We have 5 months left."
yeah,
So it would be good if something like that would happen. It would maybe mean the end of wars.
yeah, yeah. It would be very, it's a very interesting and daunting concept to think. I mean, we know that our life will come to an end eventually. We don't know if it's tomorrow, 20, 30, 40 years' time. But to try to see what would we do, what other people would do, because as you said, probably some people will kill themselves. Probably we would contact family that we haven't spoken in years for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason. A myriad of options that could open, but the way that we have the world at the moment, I think there will still be someone greedy enough to try to get everything from other people. It's
Totally, totally, and it's not money anymore.
yeah,
It's food. How are you going to get food? I
yeah.
mean, the butcher is not going to sell food anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you probably would
But
just the businesses would close, and I don't know. It's
everything, and like jails, what's going to happen?
yeah,
Jailers are not going to say, "Hey, I'm not going to here watch these prisoners here."
yeah.
Probably set all the prisoners free. It would be one
It,
big
it's
mess.
it's such a great concept for a movie or for a TV series.
But the thing is, I checked out a lot of movies because I wanted to get inspired, and I watched like 10 or 15 movies. And there's always some hero at the end. There's always some Bruce Willis who saves the world. So, and I didn't want that. It wasn't like what's going to happen to the meteorite. It's like what's going to happen to people. And it was very hard to find a movie about that.
Yeah,
I only found one movie about it. There was something with End of the World. I don't remember which one it was. Only one movie that was really about that. And the ending was also the asteroid hit the Earth and it was over.
yeah,
But yeah, well, that's one of my things on my bucket list. Someone making a movie
yeah.
to one of my albums. So yeah,
Then let's throw out to the
give
universe.
me a call. That's it.
Let's
Yeah,
put it out there, and the universe might take care of it.
yeah. But the universe has other plans.
It always has other plans. Always. And Mike Mills on this record is a great DJ. He's the one that introduces, narrates the album, and it's funny because he talks about asteroid deniers, and I was thinking, like, we have climate change and global warming deniers, and it's just I could see.
Don't forget the flat Earth.
Yeah, I mean, look, don't get me started on that. But
Yeah.
it's always there would be someone that wouldn't believe any of it and would just flat out deny.
That's it. And that's, of course, that's happening all the time now, especially with AI going on now and what is real, what isn't real. So, yeah, the song, of course, you're referring to the song Goddamn Conspiracy that's on the album, um, which is really like a hot topic. And there's a lot of metaphors on this album. If you read between the lines, the asteroid is not important. It could have been anything. It could have been global war or whatever.
Yeah, and the way that we're going, I don't know. It's just I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in over a week. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Uh,
It's too much for
It's
me.
it's so frustrating. I can't do it either because you can't change it. You can't do anything about it, and most of all, you can't understand it. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
No, things are happening, and there's still, deniability from politicians of situations that everyone sees it's there, but still
True.
denying it and not accepting it. Not, and I don't know. It's just so frustrating. I mean, so
Hmm.
frustrating. It's and like yesterday we had obviously the Ozzy Osbourne thing, and it just put me so down, those news, and I'm like, what, what is happening? I thought like getting older would be, getting wiser and, enjoy
Yeah.
life more. I'm trying it, but there's someone eating in my face with other things.
I know. Yeah,
Like, I
it's
cannot
true.
make you happy now. Wow. Now, Ozzy
Yeah.
gone. Now, what are you going to do? Who's next? Everybody put Rob Alford, put Ian Gillan on, whatever safe space, please. Don't let
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
happen to and you as well. I mean, just protect, those great musicians. It's so,
Hmm.
it's so sad when you see them gone, and with what's happening in the world, it's just crazy anyway. And you have some guests on the record, Floor guests on it as well. Amazing voice. Got Marcelo, obviously, as well. When you were writing the songs, you already knew which voices you wanted to bring and which guests you wanted to bring for the songs.
With We'll Never Know, I knew from the beginning, especially when I had the lyrics. Um, Very sad lyrics about a couple who are expecting a little baby daughter, but because they only have 5 months to live, the daughter will never be born. So they're wondering, what would she have been like, and we'll never know. And it was screaming Floor all the time. Floor is a mother herself. And I was just hoping this song is so totally for her. No one else could do it that way. So I contacted her and hoped her that she would have time and but she heard the story and she said the story already made me cry. So, so I knew that she would put a lot of extra emotion in that song, which she did. So yeah, that song I definitely had planned for her, even wrote for her. Um, and Her sister, Irene, of course, she's very important on the album because she sings in almost every song and she's doing the backing vocals because I know my voice is limited. I have a tiny little voice and I can't do the big epic things. So I definitely needed Irene, to sing those epic parts. And she can do it all. She can do the soft parts, the heavy parts. She can do a lot of acting. She has great English pronunciation. So yeah, Irene is all over the album.
Yeah. And you were mentioning AI earlier. How do you see these AI-driven world now? Because when I was talking about Ozzy and the amount of AI videos and images,
I saw it today, like all these, even
it's
even Sharon with Ozzy, and it's clearly AI. Who's gonna believe that?
yeah. And how do you see these? I get so. First of all, we have so many images of Ozzy, and why use a freaking AI?
I know,
Why?
I know.
And people just using it, and I don't know. What is your view? As an artist, as a musician, how do you see this AI growth and going into your world as well?
It's terrible. It's terrible. I basically my previous solo album of 13 years ago, I had this song called Pink Beatles and a Purple Zeppelin, where I was like prophesizing, like, well, one day, AI is able to make music exactly the way you want. So unfortunately, I was right. And it's scary, man, especially when I read now about these velvet underpants or whatever they're called. You know, this AI band who is number one in the charts now on Spotify. It's only the beginning. You know, it's going to get worse, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because the kids now don't care anymore. You know, whether it's AI or not, they just want some easy listening music in the background, and yeah, a lot is going to change very fast.
Yeah. I've heard, somebody putting, let's say, James Hetfield singing Dream Theater or AC/DC or something like that, like The Voice, and it's so freaking scary,
It is.
to hear that and how easy and how convincing actually it is. Hearing, it's James Hetfield's voice, but on an AC/DC song, for instance.
Yeah.
Like, why? And I don't know. It's, I don't want to live in that world where James Hetfield is singing AC/DC.
Well, there will be a backlash, of course. You know, at some now it's still interesting, like, oh, really AI and this stuff, but you know, people are gonna hate it, and it's already the case, of course.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I don't want to think about it too much. It's like you said, you know, I'm not watching the news anymore. I'm trying not to think about it because, you know, now I'm working on a new area and I'm like, what would people like? But maybe in a few years it doesn't matter because everyone who likes Arion is asking AI to make an Arion album exactly like this, and they will get what they want, you know. And I don't even have to make it. So yeah, it's very scary.
Yeah. And you were mentioning new writing. Are you working on new music already, or?
Well, yeah, because I did so many side projects now. You know, I did the Simone and Simons album, and I did the Plan 9 with Robert. I did Supersonic Revolution, and now the solo album. So people are getting restless. You know, people are like, hey, it's time for an Arion. So next time has to be an Arion. So and it's always scary for me. It's always a challenge, you know, because you want to make something better than you did before, at least different. Um, but yeah, I'm starting to think about it. Not story wise yet because I have no idea,
Yeah.
but I'm starting to think, starting to record little ideas and stuff. So
It gets less scary after the first song is done.
I know, that's true. When I have the first song and I'm satisfied about that, it's like, okay, I can still do it. But until that point, it's very at this moment, it's very scary.
How long did it take to make these album songs no one will hear? Do you have any?
Uh, Pretty fast, pretty fast. It's I would say an Arion takes me 2 years. And this one well within a year. So it's a lot easier, you know. I don't have all these singers I have to record. Um, I have more control over this. I play most of the instruments myself. I don't need all the guitar players and stuff. So it's a lot faster. I would say like a little bit less than a year.
And you still have your bucket list of musicians you would like to work with that you
Of course, of course, but I have to be fast, you know, because they're getting older and older, and
as we're talking, it's you never know. So just write some ideas, throw them and say like, I want you to record this. Please do it. I'll make something
yeah,
out of it.
yeah, as fast as you can.
Yeah. So, after the Aryan shows, will you take a break and after the break you'll start working on those songs, or you think you can manage? Well, you have to mix the live.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be, of course, that's going to be the next release to mix the live stuff. But no, I can't rest. I mean, I haven't had a holiday in 30 years. I don't know what to do, you know, when when I rest. It's
You probably
I
just
just want.
record ideas for music anyway.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Is it a good thing, to be that the person that always wants to work? I mean, it's music, it's something that you enjoy. So I'm sure
Yeah.
it's not, I mean, obviously there probably a time where you just get frustrated because the idea
That's it.
not
That's it.
coming along, but normally it's something that you still enjoy making and writing new music.
It's getting harder and harder, I have to say. And the periods of the black hole, the periods where there's no inspiration, are getting longer. Of course, I've done so much now. I made 30 to 40 official albums. Um, it's so hard to come up with something new, or to not to repeat yourself, or to come up with something better, or to come up with something that people will like. So yeah, especially I remember after the last Simon's album, there was a long period, like of half a year, where there was no ideas, and that's awful. That's terrible. I mean, there are ideas, but you hate everything. And but exactly like you just said, that one song has to come through where you think like, this is special, this is different, and that gives you confidence, and then new ideas start coming in. So I'm just hoping for that moment.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that you have this experience already. I mean, it's probably harder for a new artist,
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
or a new
Yeah.
musician to,
Oh
write
yeah.
good ideas instead of,
Yeah.
you already know what works and what doesn't work. The thing is to get that melody that will fit what you're doing in that moment.
Yeah. Well, that's the big trick, to recognize what's good and what's not good, Because I could sit down and write 10 songs today. That would be no problem, but to recognize, like, okay, what's good and what's not good, that's the whole trick. It's not coming up with songs, but
Yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, Arjen, thank you very much for your time. All the best for the 30th anniversary show. After that, you have any idea what the next live show might be?
no, I've been thinking about it, which I shouldn't, I should first finish this song. And it's like, yeah, we did this now, like one half classic songs, one half songs where we've never played before. What are you gonna do next? Maybe it's gonna be a whole album again.
Yeah.
And then there's like, for that there's like 3 or 4 options. So
You never did.
no idea yet.
Yeah, we never did the theory of everything live. That's one of
We
the
did
records.
we didn't do Theory of Everything, we didn't do The Source, we didn't do Transitus.
Yeah.
So those are options. But like with Theory of Everything, it's like a play.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would maybe fit more in a theater production or something. So, but I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't put any pressure on you. Whatever
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll enjoy anyway. So we trust
Cool.
you. We trust you.
I'll do my best.
No pressure. Arjen, thank you very much for your time. All the best for the 30th anniversary shows. And look forward to see the Blu-ray and the next show and the next 18 record, which I'm sure will get people excited already to think about it anyway. So
I hope so. I hope so.
now you can count on us. Your fan base is very loyal, and
I know, I know.
they're going
It's
to
a good
enjoy
feeling.
it. So it's you can rely on us anyway
Oh yes.
to be there
Oh
for you.
yes.
So,
Oh yes. Yeah.
Arjen, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Okay, Jorge.
Hope to see
Thank
you
you very
soon, and
much.
hopefully these songs everybody will hear them and they'll
I
be
hope so too.
and
I
they'll
hope
be
so
happy
too.
about it. And
Yeah.
whatever project you do next, we're still going to hear it and be happy about it. So
And I hope to see you in the photo pit in 2 years.
yes, I will do my best to plan in advance, talk with the label, message you, something like that, just to be sure, so I can book my hotel can book my flights and be comfortable with everything, you know.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, Jorge.
And see you soon.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.